We are up. Welcome everybody to Tabletop Treasure Hunters Job Draft number 3. Welcome everybody. For anybody who's not aware of what Tabletop Treasure Hunters is, this is our Pathfinder 2nd Edition unsponsored fan content homebrewed campaign. I got it all in one string there. This is basically a campaign where we have 8 players, 4 different guilds, 2 players in each guild. They are both working together on all of their jobs each week and also competing against each other to get the most loot. And that's the gist of it. If you guys are behind on this and want to catch up and see what's going on, we have our episodes up on YouTube under Level 1 Geek. So that's Tabletop Treasure Hunters. Now, I do have to say, although this is our homebrew campaign, the setting that we're using of Galarion, the rule system we're using, Pathfinder 2nd Edition, as well as many of the names, deities, characters, etc., are owned by a company named Paizo. So Paizo, thank you very much for your game. We appreciate it very much, and we're having a lot of fun. So let's hop into this session before we go into any other info with some player introductions. Let's talk about who we've got with us on the stream today, and tell us a little bit about yourself as a person and then a bit about your character. And we're going to start with you, Wade.
Cool. Hi, I'm Wade. I go around on the internet as Wade. Yeah, shocker, I know. You can find me playing here on Tabletop Treasure Hunters. I guess we'll be over on Twitch soon, though. Next time, right? But
Yes,
I'm also
indeed.
on another Twitch channel called Brambleberry Games. Every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, we play Monster of the Week. I play Dorian Nile, and he's just a lovely guy. Yep.
Awesome. Thank you very much. How about you, Felicia?
All right, hey everyone, I'm Felicia. I am a player over on the SideQuest Inn podcast, so you can go ahead and give us a follow on Twitter at the SideQuest Inn. For this game, I play Wizwazar McWalkie, and he is just a gnome life oracle. He's pretty nice little guy, and that's pretty much it from me.
Indeed. Thank you very much, Felicia. And how about you, Alex?
Hi, I'm Alex. I also go by Alex. I'm playing Arbiter Themis this evening. She is a champion of Asmodeus, an ASMR lawyer, I guess you could say, who's here to represent her guild, the Contract Consortium, in the draft this evening.
Yes, indeed. Very much. Thank you. And last but not least, Erica.
Hi, I'm Erica. I go around the internet as Onduin. I play Leaf, who is a alchemist catfolk. He's an old boy, and he's apparently getting some dental work done because one of his teeth won't stay in. So that's
troublesome. Awesome. And I guess I lied. I guess technically I am last. I am Chase. I am for the last time tonight going on the internet as Wholesome Dad Gamer. For anybody who's been following, I am merging with Level 1 Geek effective next week. So this will be the final episode of Tabletop Treasure Hunters on Facebook. But if you guys are enjoying the series, it is moving over to Twitch starting next Tuesday. We will have a very exciting job that we will talk about today, next Tuesday. So if you guys are enjoying the show, we would very much love to see your faces over on Twitch next week. It's twitch.tv/LVL1Geek. Go give us a follow. And yeah, that's me. I am the DM for this campaign. So that's what I do. I do the mean things to the players and I give them loot. And then I do some other stuff. So yeah, that's us, guys. So welcome to the session tonight. Now, before we talk about how this session's going to work, I would like to talk to you, chat. Now, if you guys follow Tabletop Treasure Hunters, we do chat interactions every week, which we have some ways that you guys can both support the stream and also interact with the game itself. Those are a little bit different this week because this is a job draft. We're not going to be rolling any dice today. We're not going to have any combat today. So there's not as many interactions, but we still got some ways that you guys can help the players out. So we'll start with the free stuff you guys can do. This supports the stream. It costs you nothing. We appreciate it very much. If you guys like the stream, call out your favorite guild when you do. We've got all 4 guilds on camera tonight. We've got the Lawful Good Company of Honor, the Neutral Foresight Faction, the Lawful Evil Contract Consortium, and the Chaotic Evil Syndicate of Rights. If you like the stream, call out your favorite guild. It earns them a little bit of extra income at these job drafts. So they're about to get their income today from the last round of jobs from you guys liking the stream. And we'll go over those numbers soon. Now, if anybody's seen one of the job drafts before, they're going to be bidding gold for the pick order of what jobs they get for this next round. So one way you guys can do to help towards that is if you guys share the stream and you call out your favorite guild, it will give them 20 gold deposited towards their bid for the pick order today. So, if you want to see them get on the fun jobs that they desire, share the stream, help them out. If you guys are a new follower today, first off, go follow Twitch, or else it won't do much, because we will be going over there next week. But we still appreciate it. And if you do follow over here, you will earn a guild of your choice, 100 gold coins just to their pocket. It does not have to be for the bid. It is just a nice little gift for them. Now, if you guys would like to support with some more intense manners, you guys can toss us some stars. Stars are a paid Facebook currency. The only options that we have for stars today during the job draft is 500 stars. You can gift 5 consumables to one of the players of your choice. 1,000 stars can give them a permanent item. And for either one of those, we'll let you guys do a little kind of customized note that we'll post up on social media. Or 2,000 stars, you guys can send me an NPC concept. It can be a villain, can be an ally, and I will throw it into one of the future sessions. And then, yeah, aside from that, we do have some Patreon perks. So if you guys are interested in that, you can check out patreon.com/level1geek. That is where our Patreon is at. And I would like to let a couple of our characters from this season go ahead and thank our Patreon supporters. So I believe Wizwazar and Themis have some big thank yous for you guys.
We definitely do. So, the first person that I want to thank for being a Patreon supporter of the Level 1 Geek gaming group is Real Life Unicorn. Thank you so much for your Patreon supporting. And then also Brian Fitzpatrick and Alex. There's no last name, sorry, don't know who that is. But very nice to have you on as supporters. And we have an additional half of the list that Themis is going to share with you as well.
Many thank yous to the side quest in Kimberly Young and Katie Young. We love having your support. Please don't stop supporting us.
Wonderful.
Oh, so sweet.
Yes, indeed it was. So big thank you to you guys. It is very humbling that you guys will throw out support for what we love doing. We appreciate it very much. So big thank yous. Okay, I am noting down. I'm making sure I stay caught up on our shares and likes here. So thank you very much, everybody, for throwing that in. But with that, I will keep an eye on that. I'm going to disappear at one point in this stream. We're going to have the lovely Benegog join us for some interviews. And at that point, I will make sure that I'm caught up on calculating and whatnot. But for now, let's jump into the actual job draft. So you guys have been chosen to represent your guilds for this round of job drafting. You are meeting at the standard meeting house in Absalom. You've got Physics sitting upon his tall stack of books. It's kind of like a courtroom looking type scene. There's some benches facing towards a podium. Physics dealing with his bags of coin and his scrolls and whatnot, looking very serious. And looking less serious next to him is the very casual Emmerich, the elven gentleman who was previously one of the leaders of the League of the Hunt, is now the leader of the First World Fortune Seekers Alliance, replacing Lady Shadara, curse her name. And that's where we are at today. So you guys walk into this meeting house and you sit down and are immediately greeted by Emmerich. Good to see you all back at headquarters. Hope your jobs went well.
I wouldn't know.
Yes, I hope your personal business went well as well. Though you did get to assist with the devils, which I suppose ended up being children.
Yes.
Very good. Well, everybody is still alive, and in my book, that is success. It's dangerous work we do, and you are all richer for it. So before we get into the job draft today, I would like to discuss one thing that has come up, and I do believe that it requires an immediate discussion. I know some of you may be concerned. I know there's been talk around it. The Contract Consortium and Foresight faction, you were directly involved in this, but I know that there was mention of the Lich Roan. It's a name we haven't heard for quite some time. we're troubled to hear it. I'm sure you're all aware of the history. 5 years ago in our last contest, he blatantly attacked us in Absalom. He was working with Lady Shadara, I suppose it turns out. She did tell us she was going to have it looked into before we knew her true nature, and, well, she never did, and it kind of got lost in memory, and we haven't looked into it since. But apparently, due to your heroics, you were able to obtain half of a phylactery, which is a bit odd, as I've only heard of liches having full intact phylacteries. But we're going to do some research on that. I want to put all of you at ease to let you know that we are doing our best to look into it. We will not let it sit this time. There will be a time for action, but it's not yet. We have Foresight faction looking into it. We have the League of the Hunt tracking them. Kara Brightstead, who was directly involved with him 5 years ago, has become a very bright and powerful caster with the League of the Hunt. So she's taking point on it, and she is currently investigating. Any concerns on that I need to address?
Did you know that the town of Ravensgrow has no mayor?
Yes, I heard actually that our own Wizwazar here is going to be running to fill the position.
I was going to announce it tonight, but yeah, I am running for mayor of Ravengrow. Let's
Well.
keep Raven growing.
A lovely town, a bit on the grim side with their prison's history and whatnot, but I'm sure you would brighten it up immensely. So best of luck to you with that. I hope
Thank
you're
you.
ready for the responsibilities of adventuring and politics. Not for me. I suppose it is in a manner. I'm running a guild now, but it's tough. I will tell you.
I'm willing to take on the responsibility.
Well, very good. Well, with that out of the way, let's talk about the job draft. You guys have been here before, all of you, I do believe. And if not, I hope you've seen your guildmates take care of it. But you know the process. We're going to be presenting the jobs that we have. You're going to be doing a blind bid. This bid will not count towards your donations, though it will still be appreciated and put to good use. In terms of the contest, it won't count, but in terms of helping what we believe in, every bit counts. So we will present the jobs to you. But before we do, I would like to announce that this is going to be a bit of a special job draft. Something else that Leaf here actually discovered himself. On one of your jobs with the Devils, they found a treasure map that we have verified to be marked by an actual legitimate seal of the Pirate Queen Besmar herself, which is an incredible find. We've run it by our scholars, we've investigated, and we found it to be a map of sorts. Now, we tracked the location, and we did try to kind of see what we were dealing with. It's in the middle of the shackles. It appears to be nothing there. But when you get close, you can start to see an island appearing. But when you get closer than that, it gets surrounded by some large magical vortex. Unfortunately, one of our scouts was killed in the process. It seems to disable our lightning glyphs, and we find the winds too dangerous to bring any of our other flying mounts too close. So what we've decided to do, now, the Company of Honor was generous enough to donate this map to the Alliance, but we want you all to get a cut. This is an incredible opportunity to explore. We are going to give Company of Honor automatic first pick for this job draft this week for this find. They are guaranteed a spot on this job if they so choose. If not, it can fall to whoever else they may. And the rest of you, somebody else can take the slot to fill with them. We'll send 4 of you there, and we're going to get you a ship into the shackles. It will be a dangerous one, we imagine, but can't great pay without some great danger. Am I right?
Something like that.
Very good. So that's the special bit of the job draft today, if you will. Now, we'll get to the job draft soon. Before we do, I have received standings for your guilds here today. So I wanted to talk about that with each of the guilds, as well as give you all a compliment for something that I've heard from you that I admire. This was intended to be a contest of unity this time, and I think it's been a great success. And I appreciate you all working along despite your different interests, your different opinions. You've done incredible, and I'm proud of all of you. Now, in first place so far, and don't get too down about it yet, there's been a big swing already, and I'm sure there will be more big swings to come. Foresight faction is currently leading. I'm talking in terms of complete worth, the gear that you currently have acquired, the gold you have in your pockets, as well as what you've donated to the Alliance. Your total worth so far, Foresight faction, has been 3,276 gold, which is a small fortune and many people would envy it. So congratulations. Coming up in second place from the very bottom of the ranks is the Contract Consortium with 3,031 gold. Congratulations on your comeback. It's a solid proof to never count yourself out. We have Syndicate of Rights in third place with 2,481 gold. And Company of Honor, you are tailing, but still within fine reach of 2,148 gold.
Help.
Sorry?
Help.
You need help with
No.
last, please?
Nothing. Slip of the tongue.
Ah, I see. Well, Foresight faction, I have heard that your combat prowess has been completely unmatched. And that's a respectable thing.
Hey, thank you. That's definitely not me. It's Dora. But thank you. All
Hey.
the same.
I've heard that there's not many healers to match the healing of Wizwazar McWalkie.
Oh, have you heard that?
Yes.
Hasn't come to my ears yet, but I appreciate
Never dismiss
it.
your healer. It's very bad to your health. I promise you that.
It definitely would be.
Contract Consortium, you're upholding a high reputation for yourselves and the Alliance. I've heard nothing but praise from your employers, and I've heard you've also gotten some dirt off the street, so to speak. So good work on that. Indeed. Company of Honor, I have appreciated all of your willingness to bring the guilds together. I've heard that you've been getting along with everybody very well. So
Thank you.
good work there. Syndicate of Rights. You guys, I've heard, have also had incredible combat prowess, as well as, well, you've been getting along with everybody despite everybody's opinions that you wouldn't. You've proved them wrong.
It's been a great effort on my part.
Indeed.
I'm making up for a bit of lacking in that area. But yes, thank you.
Well, I appreciate you all. So thank you much for your kinship and for your achievements. Well, that's enough of the sappy stuff. We've talked about the standings. To follow the standings, I would like to announce that we have actually increased the prize for this year. Now, as you all know, the winners will be going with the Pathfinder Society on a high-profile job, keeping all the spoils. Very gracious of them to sponsor such a thing. But I was speaking with Finley, and we didn't feel right that there wasn't something provided by our own alliance here. So we are going to be offering the winners, alongside the original winnings, a place on the council for the alliance. We're in need of more people higher up. Our guild is growing. We're getting close to matching the Pathfinder Society. If we want that, we need more people upstairs, so to speak. So that will be there for the winners if they so desire it. As well as we will be letting the winners keep a pair of these lightning griffs. They've been incredibly handy, incredibly fun, in my opinion, and we think anybody would be glad to have them. If not, you can sell them for a very good penny on the market, I assure you. Well, that is everything I have, I do believe. Do any of you have questions for me before I turn the time over to Physics to discuss the remaining jobs? I will take your silence as no.
No, sir.
You're
Well.
doing fantastic. Keep up the good work.
Remember to always seek fortune, and remember to stay with your guilds and always honor them. Thank you very much. I'll be standing around for the draft. I am very interested to see how it goes, but I am turning the time over to Lord Physics here. Lord Physics clears his throat, stands up on his books. Well then, as Emmerich's already described, we already have one of our jobs sorted out. I've named that one the Voyage of the Pirate Queen for obvious reasons. So first, we will. Do you have any questions about this job? As Emmerich said, I know that you send scouts out. We didn't allow any of your scouts to check this one out as it was too dangerous. We lost one of our own high-tier scouts. We felt it not right to send anybody else. Any questions before I move on to the other jobs? Good. Dorian, I'm glad to see your face around here. Perhaps you should show up more often than your other counterpart.
You know, I've been thinking the same thing. She really shouldn't be the face of our guild.
It brings a much better vibe to this entire courthouse, if I may dare say, to have her presence lacking.
Well, thank you. I will make sure she knows that.
Good. I would much appreciate it. Well, moving on then. Aside from the Voyage of the Pirate Queen, we have one that I have named, and I am quite fond of this one. I think it's quite silly. I don't like high royalty, if any of you didn't know that about me. I'm calling this one a royal pain. Now, a prince in the River Kingdoms is hiring our services to look into a string of petty thefts He's insisting his royal guard is too incompetent to handle it. No doubt just being picky about his timing, and he wants to throw more coin out to get it done faster, which I'm sure you can do. You're to help him recover the stolen goods and also bring the criminals to justice. Rather straightforward. Next one I am calling exotic zoology. There's a zoologist studying creatures in the Mugwani Expanse, and he needs help catching a live specimen. They've been studying some rare magical natured dinosaur, and they fear it's near extinction. They have a male in protective captivity, but you need to catch them a female so they can help with repopulation of this rare creature. Sounds quite exciting. Finally, we have a cure for mischief. I call this a cure for mischief as the employer, so to speak, is quite mischievous. We have acted with her in the past. She is incredibly helpful, but quite a strange one. A noble woman has been afflicted by a trickster deity's curse. We're not quite sure which one yet. An ally of the Alliance, a catfolk witch named Rizeki, is in the process of breaking this curse, but needs assistance getting some dangerous reagents. She is known to pay well, so we took the job, and she is quite a big supporter of all we do. Now, that's it for the jobs. I will give you time to discuss. I will warn you, Benagog is out there being a nuisance again, so be ready to answer some questions. Now then, dismissed.
Oh, good.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so you guys have a bit of time to discuss with your guilds here while you were off camera, or while you're not being interviewed, I suppose. So I am going to disappear for a minute, chat, and I'm going to replace my face magically with that of Benagog's and let her take over some interviews. So I will be calculating all your chat interactions, and I will see you in a bit, chat.
Oh, hello, adventurers. How are all of you today?
I'm doing fabulous myself.
Wonderful.
Perfect.
You are
Actually.
looking very, very fine tonight.
Vivacious.
Just if I might let you.
Thank you,
You're
both of you.
Mhm.
Dorian, you're always too much. I know that you all have places to be. I was hoping I can grab one of you at a time, if that is at all possible.
Of course.
Sure.
Oh, wonderful. Arbiter, if I might speak with you first. Oh, I'm so sorry,
you're
Arbiter.
muted.
You must speak up. I cannot quite hear you.
Sorry. I went back in the courtroom and I'm not used to having to speak so loudly.
Yes, it's a busy room.
How can I help you?
Well, you have made an incredible comeback. Do tell, how is it possible? How did you make this happen?
Well, the contract consortium is known for upholding their end of the bargain and doing a good job. We also cleaned up some scum off the streets, winning a grand suit, and that helped a bit.
Tell me
Couldn't have
more
done
about this
without the
grand
company
suit.
of honor. Sorry, come again.
Tell me more about this grand suit. What do you refer to?
Well, we had a lawbreaker in a village where we served our first job. We exposed it and many other infractions of the law, turned it over to the high government in Chiliax, and won a pretty penny for it.
Truly incredible. I thought once you left the Arbiter life behind you that joining the guilds that was behind you, but I see that you can't take the Arbiter out of someone.
Once an arbiter, always an arbiter.
I like that. I'm going to print that. I hope you don't mind.
What's the old saying? You can take the arbiter out of the courtroom, but you can't take the courtroom out of the arbiter.
Too good, too good. Yes, that is going definitely in. Now tell me, you've worked with all the guilds now, is that correct?
I have.
Who is your favorite guild to work with?
My most favorite guild.
I know you had a special bond with Otis, but as far as working together with them and getting the job done, who's your favorite?
You know, I did have such fond dealings with all of them. I'll never forget the moment that dashing swashbuckler saved my life on that horrid bridge. But I've grown quite fond of the Foresight faction. I never thought I would. I just never grow fond of anybody. But you know, I think I might just vote for Wiz.
For Ravengrow, I've heard of that. I will be speaking to Wiz about that. Were you there when that all began? The running for mayor.
No, I actually found out just this evening. I'm a
Oh.
little heartbroken about it. I could have pulled lots of resources, but I don't know. If he's still in the running, then we'll see what I can do.
I see. I see. Now, Themis, we have tell that you are taking on an apprentice.
I am.
Why? What do you need an apprentice for?
Well, I suppose I had a moment in my last job. You could call it a bit of a come to Asmodeus moment, where I realized that I might be called to serve in the courtrooms of hell sooner than I had anticipated.
The courtrooms of hell.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And so I don't want to leave too much unfinished business here, so I've taken on an apprentice, and she will be finishing up my work, and I'll be teaching her what I know, so that should I be called to serve my dark masters down in the infernal hell below, I won't leave too much of a void.
That is very considerate of you, but should we be concerned that you'll be taken to hell against your wishes?
Oh no, it would be very much in line with my wishes. You see, I've sold my soul to the devil a long time ago, and in fact, this world is a bit too chaotic for me, so I relish the chance to meet him. I just don't want to leave anything unfinished, you see.
Who is this new apprentice of yours? Someone promising from a royal family, perhaps?
When you meet them, you'll know.
How mysterious. Okay. I see you, Arbiter. Well, I must thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, and I do see you also. It's, the lighting in here is good enough.
Oh, you stopped. Go on. Have a great betting? I don't really know how you call this draft. Have a great draft. Get all the jobs you wish.
Happy bidding.
Yes, happy bidding. Okay.
Happy lurking. Talk to you later.
All right. Company of Honor. Company of Honor. Leaf? Hello.
Hello again.
How are you today?
Tired as always. How are you?
Oh, doing grand. Found a way to keep up with your lightning grifts, so not quite as frazzled this time. Thank you for asking. Yes. Now, you have had a busy month.
Just a tad.
However, so busy you missed a job.
I did. Unfortunately, my mother did pass away.
Oh.
I needed to go home for the funeral. I don't make it home very often, but when I do, it's only of the utmost importance.
I am very sorry to hear that, though it's from your venerable condition. I bet she had lived a full life.
We're very surprised she lived this long.
I'm not quite certain how to... Well, good for her, I suppose.
Yes. Stubborn woman she was.
Quite. Now, you had with you gone, you had a replacement. Did you know this replacement?
Only in passing by. I know that he was very respectable, good with his job, and would keep company of honor in mind, and therefore was A-okay in my book.
But he joined the play. I know that you were so looking forward to that. Is there contention there?
Not particularly. I don't mind at all when people follow their heart, and if that is where he's called to, then that is where he must go.
Very kind of you. Wisdom, of course.
Thank you.
Now, I hear that Otis joined the Alliance Scouts. Do you know why that is?
Otis, my boy, is a very mysterious fellow. As for his intentions, I cannot speak on his behalf. But I do support whatever he believes he's doing.
Now, speaking of him being mysterious, wasn't he recently in Cheliax?
I believe he was, but I don't know why. I know sometimes he likes to go on vacation. Maybe the last job was a bit rough, so maybe he just needed some some real good downtime away.
The last job was rough. How?
Ghosts, they really get to you.
Mm,
I know I would be terrified and I would want to go maybe sleep in a tree somewhere.
mm.
I did do
Understandable.
that, but that's beside the point.
You slept in a tree on the job.
No, hearing about it
Oh, of course, of course.
made me tired.
There has been rumors, questions, whisperings that Otis perhaps has a love interest.
A love interest.
Is it so shocking?
Woo!
Well, that was be my question. You have no idea.
That would be all of our question if my boy had a crush. I think I would know, but
So you don't put weight behind these whispers.
not particularly.
Hmm.
He tends to be fond of a lot of people, not particularly committed at his age.
See.
He likes to pop in and out, do what he likes.
So his interest, if he has any, would not be serious, merely a passing fancy. And
That
he
would be my
has
assumption.
many passing fancies.
Maybe. I don't get too into his personal life, especially... Sorry, there was a spider on my screen. That scared me.
Oh no!
Sorry. Okay, we're good. Sorry, say that again.
So he has many passing fancies. He's a bit of a dog, as it were.
That's a really good one. I think what he fancies most is those jellied beans. Have you seen him handing those out so damn frequently?
No, I'm a bit jealous now.
Oh, maybe that's how I get him to come here, is by personal request of you for a jellied bean.
Hmm. Perhaps. I hope I do see him next time. Maybe I could
Yes.
ask him about this love interest question in person.
Yeah.
Now, on one of your jobs, the two of you acquired many orphans.
We adopted.
You adopted. So you would say that
Into the guild.
This is a family setting that you have them in?
Sure.
Sure. These are children's lives, you understand.
Obviously.
I hope you're taking this responsibility seriously.
To be honest, I mainly just tend to their health, make sure that they're fine. Otis is the one that has taken interest in the children and raising them responsibly.
But he is a bit flighty, as you have previously described with his interests.
I mean, isn't there a difference between professional and personal?
I'm so sorry. Is this a professional interest that he has with these children?
Obviously.
Obviously. Okay. Such as what? Would you expound upon that for me?
There's lots of candy involved.
Professional? Candy? You see her just write scandal in huge letters across her notebook. Thank you. This has been quite informative.
You're so welcome.
Oh, sorry. Not my intention at all. Leaf, could you help me?
Absolutely.
I seem to have cut my hand.
Oh, I can definitely assist with that.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Leaf.
I don't
Perhaps
want to
we'll-
bleed all over my new clothing.
No, can't have that.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Oh. Where is Dorian? Dorian!
Ah, Benagog. Yes. Hi.
I am so pleased that we get to speak today.
This is the whole reason I wanted to do the draft, was to talk to you. So I'm glad you came.
Stop it. Okay. I have many a question for you, Dorian. First off, we'll start with an easy one. You went on vacation recently. How was that?
I did. I needed a little bit of a break, get out of Absalon, you know. I made my way to Opara, had a bit of R&R.
Rest and recuperation, yes.
Oh, yes, exactly. Yep. You know, let's see.
Did you
I
meet
fought a
Harriet
little bit.
there?
No.
You didn't meet Harriet there.
No.
I
You
would-
know about Harriet.
Well, I mean, I was interested in your past, and I was so surprised to learn that you were engaged.
I was, yes, but I have two Harriet. Yes, you are correct. I have not seen her since we started this competition, though.
Oh, so
Did you
well,
see her?
I have not seen her. No, just heard about it, of course.
Oh, yes. Unfortunately, we're not quite on speaking terms right now.
Oh.
But
Does it
she's a
have-
very lovely person.
Does it
I
have
do
to-
wish her all the best.
Does it have to do with Irina?
I don't know what you mean.
Of course. Just, you're working in a competition with Irina. You haven't spoken since the competition started. People might draw lines.
You know, I
Connections.
think it's best if I don't make a comment on that. I will,
Oh,
I'll let
no?
it sit where it's. Yes.
no comment. I
But
thought-
back to Opara,
Huh?
they have a dueling guild there, and I did get some good dueling in, which is the first time since we started this competition. It was quite great. It was great.
Oh, by the way, it looks like as we're speaking, a fan rushes up to us and it's like, oh my goodness, the Dorian Nile in the flesh once again? How does Irina hold herself back, I wonder? Maybe an item, and she'll hand you a present. Will help her see your wonder, and then guards come and drag her off.
Well, thank you. You are quite kind. Thanks, Kim.
That's code for Kim has given an item to Wade. So
Yeah, thanks, Kim.
congratulations.
You're
Does
awesome,
that happen
Kim. Thank
often?
You know, yes, I'm not gonna lie. Yes, quite often. We did the bridge job this last time, right? Where I saved the arbiter.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Tell
I
me
had
that
quite
story,
a few.
please.
Which one?
Saving the Arbiter.
Oh, well, you see, I saved all three of them: Irina, the arbiter, and Paya, from a massive troll.
A massive troll.
Pretty much single-handedly, I wrestled with a troll. It is great. I mean, you had to be there, but it was fantastic.
I can't even imagine such a thing.
It was spectacular.
Do you mind if I see this present that you received? It looks like the tag doesn't actually have your name on it.
Oh, it doesn't? What's it say?
It says Irina. Apparently the fan wanted Irina to see the benefit. I'm so sorry.
No, that's totally fine. I'm sure I will deliver to Irina.
I'm sure you will. I'm sure. Yes.
Yes,
of
I'm
course.
sure she will see it.
Now I have a bit of a dark question for you.
Oh.
And I hope you're fine with answering this. It is in regards to Irina.
Only for you.
There have been rumors that she has been linked to a murder of Vincent Collins. Have you heard this name before?
Who?
Vincent Collins.
No. And as far as I know, Irina stays around the guild most of the time. She's not a very lively person. She
Not
kind of
social.
No, definitely not social. She likes to sit in her chambers.
But you
down.
were gone on vacation, so no, you can't really verify where she was.
You're right, I can't. And I wasn't trying to. I'm just saying that, she doesn't really get out much. She's a very one-track mind. She does the job, she goes home, she sleeps. She does the job, she goes home, she sleeps. Oh, she stares. That's a constant, obviously, right? She just is constantly staring. But
The RBF. Does she
Yes.
practice? I imagine she has to in order to keep up that stony expression.
yes.
Well, all right. Well, if you went on vacation and Irina didn't go with you, I assume there's probably nothing going on between the two of you, which I'm sure many people be happy about, including Harriet. Do you plan on wedding after the competition?
Oh, I can't give you all my secrets, but I mean, time will tell. There's definitely some broken bridges there that we'd have to mend, but I could see it.
Well, it has been a pleasure talking to you, and I hope you two
as well.
lovebirds figure it out.
Yes.
Have a great day, and I'll let you get about your business.
You as well. Good luck.
Now, all I have left to speak with is Wiz. Wiz?
Hello there.
Oh, there you are. Hi, how are you today?
I'm doing just wonderful. It feels like a good day for an election.
An election. I was really hoping we could talk about that. Tell me, Mayor of Ravengrow, where did this come from?
Well, to be honest, when we took our visit there, they just needed leadership. It's definitely lacking. They've got a whole system of tunnel caves under their whole city. It's just ridiculous. And somebody's got to stand up and say, I'm gonna get Ravengrow back on its feet and get it in the right direction. So we are gonna get Raven growing.
Oh, and how do you plan on doing that?
To be honest, I've got a multiple plan system. It's a very good plan. So I don't want to detail everything out quite here, but it starts with the tunnels under the city, getting them safe and secure so children and the like don't go in there and get murdered by vampires or, other things that are evil and down there. So a lot of very nasty things there. Arbiter can confirm as well.
Oh.
That's just the first step. There is a multi-plan step after that, but we'll kind of keep it a little bit lower for this. I have an actual what's it called? A press briefing later on to go over in detail. It's actually gonna be at Ravengrow, so.
Oh, well, I will have to make sure that I am in attendance of that. And I think it is amazing that you want to clear the undead caverns, as it were, so that children can play down there? Is that
not play down there? Just so it's safe. Okay. They're not locked up. It's insane.
What? The children are locked up?
The children are playing, doing their children things.
Oh.
But the caverns aren't locked up. Thank you for getting me to be more specific. Appreciate it.
You don't want people coming at you saying you have children locked up to keep them away from undead caverns.
Yeah, I definitely don't have that.
Yes.
I don't have possession of any children at all. That's
not
got
like
to be noted.
Otis.
No, not like
Who
Otis.
has children for professional reasons? Can you speak to that at all?
I honestly don't know. I think that, I'm not even going to comment on it because I don't have enough information.
That seems fair. Well, I wish you well on your mayor election. What will you move to Ravengrow? Will that interfere with the competition at all?
It won't interfere with competition, but it definitely will be mayor of Ravengrow after it's over. So it may be something that adventuring takes a backseat after the campaign.
Perfect. Now, you and Dura have managed to stay in the lead this entire competition. It's amazing. How do you accomplish that?
To be honest, it's really the Foresight faction mentality of just doing your research and knowing what you're gonna do ahead of time and just really planning it out. So we just try to stay on top of it and stay on top of our game.
Stay on top of it. Inspiring, really. Now, Dura joined the Alliance Scouts. Is that part of the staying on top of it strategy?
The Alliance Scouts, is that, could you be more specific about what you're asking?
Oh.
Which Alliance Scouts?
Was there multiple Alliance Scouts?
Well, we have an alliance with the Crush Flex tribe, and they are the ones who have gone on these scouting missions with Dura. So if that's what you're referencing, yes.
All of my notes had just said was that she had joined the Scouts. So that is interesting. Tell me about the Crush Flex tribe?
Aye, so it was actually in the first round of job drafts that we did.
Mhm.
So we had gone and there was some issue with these tribes and the fort. Do you remember the fort?
I do,
There were
yes.
issues with the tribe and
Mhm.
and some squabbling over that, and we were able to totally get that out there, and we have an actual alliance with the Crush Flicks tribe
That's
due to
incredible.
how we managed that job and how we handled it.
That's incredible.
Aye.
So what sort of benefits does that bring you? I imagine if you have your own scouts, personal scouts, does that give you advantage?
It definitely makes it a bit easier to get some information. 2 hours are better than one, so why not send 10 sets and then
See what they all see, of course.
Exactly.
I like that.
And Dora, of course, being the person that she is, she goes along with him, keeps him safe.
Dora and you seem to make an incredible pairing, a crowd favorite, as it were. Incredible. Now there's another rumor that's going around here that I have noted. You, perhaps it's just Dura, doesn't get along with the Syndicate of Rights.
That's news to me. And apparently, Dorian, look at him. He's not sure about this either.
Oh.
Perhaps there's rumors that we don't get along because we're so different, but I actually happen to deeply respect them, and I think that they're wonderful people. Just because we have different ideals and things like that doesn't mean that we can't be friends.
And you think that Dora shares your feelings?
I can't speak for Dora personally, but I can definitely say that she doesn't wish them ill.
Interesting. Yeah, I had on authority that Dora was specifically trying not to get jobs with them, as there were contention.
To the contrary, we actually had a conversation with them just recently about getting on a job with them this draft round.
Well, that'd be very exciting. Any hint as to which job you guys may work together?
Can't share that information.
Oh,
you'll get to know after the draft's over.
So political. You will make a fantastic mayor.
Appreciate that. If I get it, you got to vote. Everybody's got to vote.
Of course. Everybody must vote. All right. I do believe that is the end of my questions. Thank you so much for your time. I'm sure that you have many things that you must discuss.
Hi, thank you so much. I appreciate your time as well. It's been a pleasure talking to you, Benagog.
The pleasure's been all mine.
Leaf is still visibly shaking.
She'll wander back over that way. Leaf, are you all right?
I forgot to drink my tea. It calms me down before interviews. I didn't take it. I have anxiety.
You have anxiety?
Mm-hmm.
Cheers, everyone.
Well, what's in this tea to calm your anxiety?
Oh, catnip.
I thought that would wind you up, not bring you back down.
Oh, that depends on the person. For me, it luckily calms me down. Doesn't give me what do the kids call it? Zoomies.
Yes. Well, I do hope you manage to pull it together before the draft starts, which I believe it's starting in just a moment here.
I think I'm doing okay.
Just breathe a few deep breaths. I'm sure you're going to do wonderfully.
Thank you. Thank you for your vote of confidence.
So long then. And she will excuse herself so everyone can reconvene. Hope you're ready, Chase.
Leaf, are you doing all right?
I'm ready. I'm good.
You're up.
All right. So you guys regather back in the meeting house after your interviews. Emmerich is playing with this like little pin. You guys come walking in. He shows it. They're giving out pins for Wiz for Mayor out there. Did you see those? That's amazing.
I need to get one of those. Wiz is a fantastic character.
Yeah, indeed.
You know, that's the first time I've seen those buttons too. I feel deeply, deeply hurt. But it is very cute.
Oh, Well, I mean, they're giving them out there if you want to go grab one.
Definitely, I brought enough for everybody. You just have to go get them.
Excellent.
Well, I hope Benagog didn't pester you all too much. Dorian, are you all right? We know about the arena allegations, and I believe it's just a bunch of rumors. Benagog tends to be a bit of a rumor mongerer, if you haven't noticed.
Yes, I have noticed. I mean, don't get me wrong, she's a lovely lady, and I was a little bit blindsided by it, but I could be pretty confident she wasn't involved in that.
I completely believe you. We have your back with this. We have no murderers in our wonderful contest here. I'm certain of it.
Yes, she would do nothing to get in the way of this competition. It means a lot to her.
Indeed. Well, I hope you've had time to discuss. I will take your papers here and bring them up to Lord Physics. He's going to come around, gather your scrolls you have written your bids on, and he's going to bring them up to Physics. We're just going to review over these for a moment, discuss amongst yourselves, if you will, and we'll be with you in a moment for the results.
So how's everybody been?
Ready for another nap.
I'd love a nap.
I spent the last downtime on a vacation, and it was fabulous.
Where did you go?
I went to Opara, which is right outside of Absalon. It wasn't very far. I didn't want to go too far, but just that little difference was amazing. You know, it was great. I didn't see Irina. I got out. I went to the sun. I didn't have to listen to Irina. It was great. Great food.
That sounds like a great day.
It was fantastic, really.
It was
Yes, it was multiple. It was the whole downtime.
Are
You
you
said
okay?
you didn't have to listen to Irina. Is she chatty normally?
I was just
No.
wondering that.
Her stare is one that you literally start to hear it after a while.
It does speak volumes.
I completely understand that. I'm sorry, I got distracted. We'll be
You're good. You're good. I'm sorry.
It's true, she's a little bit terrifying.
She is something, yes.
I am so happy to see you all getting along so well. This is great. Well, I believe we have the draft and the bids in order. Are you all ready?
Ready, Freddy.
Very good. I will turn this over to Physics. Physics, I confirm your numbers. Everything looks great. Go ahead and take it from here. Very well. Now, we have sorted this out. And as we discussed already, Company of Honor, you have first pick in this draft for your generous contribution of the map of the Pirate Queen herself. So thank you very much for that. We will honor that. Unless, of course, you would like to give your first pick status to somebody. I don't imagine you would.
Oh, no, we'll take it.
Very good. Well then, for second pick for this draft, considering sponsor coin, we have the Syndicate of Rights with 571 gold pieces, an incredibly generous donation. Dorian, I can see that you have better decision-making than your counterpart. Thank you very much.
I felt the need to make up for what she did in the past, basically. You're welcome.
Well, some of you could take note from this and not be so cheap. For the second pick, and a large portion of this was from sponsor coin, there was an overwhelming amount of sponsorship for the Contract Consortium. They have third pick with 350 gold pieces. Another valuable donation. So thank you very much. You will have third pick. Of course, if you would like. I suppose I should ask. Syndicate of Rights, would you like second pick?
Yes, we would.
And Contract Consortium, would you like third pick?
Yes, thank you.
Very good. Well then, in a very well-deserved last place this round, donating only one single gold coin out of their own pockets, and then writing on their sponsorships for the rest, is the Foresight faction with 121 gold pieces. Now, Wizwazar, I will understand you're probably funding a campaign right now, but reconsider your finances. We have resources to help you if you would like. Speaking of, Emmerich forgot to announce to you all that we do have some additional Alliance resources outstretched to you. We do have the Alliance vendors, the specialty vendors available to you if you would like to use them, as you've all been doing so well, as well as, of course, the Alliance trainers, if you would like some additional training in your specialties. So this is GameSpeak for level 4 common items are now available to you guys at all times in the rotating market, as well as there is a list of additional guild feats available. I don't think we're going to go over all the feats on stream. I think we'll just kind of have you guys talk about your feats on your next jobs after you've taken them. But for the viewers, we do some homebrewed feats that are from the guilds and guild specific feats. And every round of job drafts, if the players have been role playing well, they get feats. And oh boy, have they all role played well. So you guys will all get one of those guild feats this round. All right, on with the draft. Company of Honor. You have first pick. Will you be taking the Voyage of the Pirate Queen, or will you go elsewhere?
Yes, we will take it.
And will you be taking the primary slot?
Yes, please.
In case you have forgotten, the primary slot on a job means you get first pick of the loot. It will be, of course, split as evenly as possible, but if there's an item that is contested, it will first go to the primary slot, and any oddities amounts of coin will go to the primary slot as well.
Yes.
Now then, Syndicate of Rights. Second pick. Which job will you take?
It's a tough decision, but
Is it really?
I think we are going to go with a Royal Pain.
Passing up the Voyage of the Pirate Queen. Very surprising.
You know, I just have an intuition.
Very well. Well, I suppose then that is why we have this draft. Primary slot on a Royal Pain?
Yes, please.
Very well. We have Syndicate of Rights primary slot on a Royal Pain, as well as Company of Honor primary slot on Voyage of the Pirate Queen. All right, moving on. Third pick, we have the Contract Consortium. Which job will you be taking? Themis, I believe you're speaking to... I can't hear you. Please, speak up.
Oh, don't worry, I haven't spoken yet.
You have to call her Arbiter. She
Sorry,
won't speak unless you... Yeah.
Arbiter, my mistake.
The Contract Consortium would like secondary on a Royal Pain.
Two of you passing up the Voyage of the Pirate Queen. Truly.
I don't ever want to be on a ship. Ever in the shackles. Ever.
Well,
Neither do I, but here we are.
Suppose it is rather dangerous. Very well. I was not expecting that, but indeed, it is your prerogative. Well then, Foresight faction, you're up next. Which job will you be taking?
We'd like secondary on the Pirate Queen. Thank you very much.
I was expecting as much with your combat prowess. I would be very surprised if you two passed it up.
Welcome aboard, Wiz.
Thank you very much. We're happy to be here. Want to keep you safe.
Thank you.
Yes, I wish you all good sailing and safe journeys on that. I am quite curious to see what you discover. Very exciting. Very well then. That concludes the first round. So now we loop back around. Company of Honor, you have your next job. What will you pick?
Oh yes, we'll take primary on Cure for Mischief.
Primary on A Cure for Mischief with our friend Rizeki.
Yes.
Company of Honor, Cure for Mischief, primary slot. It has been noted.
I'm an alchemist, so I'm looking forward to this.
Yes, indeed. I believe Rizeki is as well, though she has strange techniques.
I'm
that
excited
you
to
could learn a
learn.
thing or two.
Yes.
Indeed. Very well. Next up, Syndicate of Rights, your second pick. What will you be taking?
We will be the second on A Cure for Mischief.
Cure for Mischief, secondary with the Company of Honor.
Yes.
Very well. It is noted. Well, then, I suppose that decides for you. That puts the Foresight, well, I guess, Contract Consortium. Will you be taking the primary slot on exotic zoology?
Yes, we will.
So primary contract consortium exotic zoology, which forces Foresight faction, if you do so accept, into the secondary slot of exotic zoology.
We definitely accept, and we're looking forward to working with the contract consortium again.
Very good. Well, a surprising job draft, but a profitable one. Thank you all for your donations, most of you. That puts a recap: Voyage of the Pirate Queen, primary company of honor, secondary Foresight faction. A Royal Pain, primary syndicate of rights, secondary contract consortium. The Exotic Zoology, primary contract consortium, secondary Foresight faction. And a Cure for Mischief, primary company of honor and secondary syndicate of rights. Do you all agree? Have I missed anything?
On spot as always, physics.
I was just about to say that.
Great
Do you see the change in the mood of the room when Irina is not present?
Just so much lighter.
She has even more of a damper than Finley did.
Don't want to speak ill of the
But
undead, but it does feel nice in here.
the undead. Oh, I
She's-
believe she's damp.
She's not undead.
Eh,
Don't worry about
That's
it.
why I said,
She's just a little bit pale.
Well, that concludes everything. Best of luck to you on your jobs. Emmerich, anything else to add? No, I don't believe so. Do you all feel good about this? Any other questions you have for me?
No, sir.
I
Very
feel
good.
fantastic.
Well, those of you on the Voyage of the Pirate Queen, you will be setting sail as soon as possible. We'll get you set up, and it should be very exciting. So, best of luck to all of you. I'll see you at the next one. All right, guys, that wraps up job draft number 3. So, just to make sure that none of you missed it, we are moving to Twitch next week. So we have the Voyage of the Pirate Queen set up for our first session over on Twitch. Now, we do scouting in between sessions for the players. They can kind of pay or use their perks to scout out different jobs and get some information. The Voyage of the Pirate Queen was a bit special. This came from one of the viewer blessings. Somebody maxed out the blessing from Besmara, which is what put this awesome job into the draft. So all the players have the same information on it, and pretty much all they know, they're going to be on a ship. It's going to pay very much, and it is going to be very dangerous. So it should be an exciting session. So let's make sure that you guys follow us over there, and we will. It'll be much appreciated. Hero Points chat interactions. We do have an idea to carry over Twitch interactions, kind of similar to Facebook. We're gonna have to change it up just a little bit, just because Twitch has different interactions than Facebook, but it's going to be more or less lateral to how it works here with a few changes. So I'm checking here because I think I've been notified we might have a giveaway. So yeah, it looks like for our first session next week on Twitch, we will be giving away a box from Awesome Dice that I believe has 2 sets of dice and a dice accessory in it. So if you don't come for the show, come for the giveaway at the very least. And we would love to see all your faces over there. And yeah, I think that's it, guys. So we'll see you next week on Twitch, twitch.tv/LVL1Geek. Catch us there. Voyage of the Pirate Queen. Thank you, everybody, for your interactions and for your support. We'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.